What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Wall Street Bets. Yet coming at you with another video. And before I kick this one off, can you please like, subscribe, and hit that bell if you already haven't? We're going to talk about Dogecoin. Gotta love that Doge. Okay, let's go over here at trading first. Let's go home. Let's do it this way. Gives us a better detail. Let's go see that Doge. Okay, guys, we do see a small landslide in Doge, but not as bad as what we see here in Bitcoin. Bitcoin is much worse than what we have going on here in Dogecoin. If we look here, we're on the 1-minute chart, somewhat trading sideways as of now, as you can see. Another thing I want to give you guys, I want you guys to pay attention about on Dogecoin is the volume that is going on here. Okay, guys, another thing I wanted to point out to you is, hold on 1 second. That's fucking stupid, bro. Crazy. Z's check info. So he wants us to check H at OFV. All right, HF. All right, HOFV. Let's check this out. Hall of Fame Resorts. Okay, we're going to take a look at this daily chart. Well, since I don't trade this stock at all, first thing I'm going to do, guys, like I always do, is check out these fundamentals, which is vital. Now, me being a new investor, before I even think about investing in this stock, time to get over down here to these financials, then get over here to this balance sheet. And looking at this balance sheet, would I buy into the stock? Okay, I want to look at 2 quarters over. And the debt to assets seems to get smaller the last 2 quarters, as well as the total liabilities. But the total assets has grown the last two, which is even better. So I like the balance sheet. Next I want to look at is the cash flow. Oops. Let's go back to the cash flow. Now the cash flow isn't looking too great, but it is looking better than the year before, which is awesome. Another thing I want to show you before I want to look at that. Now I want to take a look at what the analyst says about the stock. And the analysts rate this thing a 100% buy. It's rating it 100% buy, but now let's check out the actual day chart on this thing. Looking at the daily, it's not too much change in price going on here, guys. It is like it's trading sideways. And do I have any requests? TPL. All right, after this one, guys, I'll look at TPL. But So looking at this daily chart, it is starting to come out that bearish channel, but Monday will tell it all here, guys. For you HOVF guys, Monday will tell the story for this stock and which direction it can be headed for the week. If I was you trading this stock, I will make sure you're checking that order flow, because if we look at the last day trading here, to me it seems like it's looking bearish. It is looking bearish for Monday. Just looking at the order flow distribution, but that doesn't tell it all, guys. Not even close. Now, if we look here at the short interest on this stock, it is quite high, but it is coming down. So short interest really ain't coming to this stock until towards the end of December. That's when we start to see a lot of short interest in this stock. I don't have any more requests. No, just TPL. Okay. Now let's look at TPL. But I do rate this stock a hold. I don't rate HOFV a buy just yet. I rate it a hold. TPL. Let's check out TPL. Texas Pacific. Okay, first thing first, because I don't know anything about this stock. I don't trade it. So before I get into anything, I gotta check out the financials. Balance sheet me. Now looking at this balance sheet, it is tremendous. It is over 6 times the total assets outweighs its total liabilities more than 6 times, which is ideal for any type of stock that you want to invest in. Another thing I want to talk about to you guys is the debt to asset, which is fairly okay. It's not the best in its sector, because if we look at da, 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 no, let's check out this. Let's check out the options here. But looking at the balance sheet, it is okay. It isn't any options trading going here, so I don't like the stock already. I'm just saying. I already don't like the stock because they don't have any options trading going on here. If we look what the analyst rates this thing, it rates at a 50% hold and a 50% buy with a average of 1680 with a high of 2000 and a low of 1361. But if we look to the right and look at the support and resistance, it is a strange thing. If you look there, the support is quite high and it is a small channel. So this stock shouldn't see too much volatility, but if it does break the resistance, expect this thing to run. I rated a buy in my book. I rate this stock a buy. Is there any other stocks you guys want me to talk about? So we're gonna just shoot over here to Ether. See what Ether got going on the daily. It is looking okay, but we've seen this pivot downward today, which is a good drawback or a good entry point for you new Ether guys that want to invest into this. We know we've seen this thing over 4,000, and a lot of people was expecting it to continue running. But a lot of money is coming out of the cryptocurrency and is going to find its way to the New York and NASDAQ. New York Stock Exchange as well as the NASDAQ, guys. We've seen it happen Friday. Expect to see more Monday. A few stocks are going to be drawing back Monday as well. Expect to see some bull traps out there. In case you guys don't know what a bull trap is, A bull trap is anytime a stock opens high in the pre-market, a strange jump, and wash away its gains before the day is over with. And when it washes away, it has a quick fall. It's not a pump and dump. It's just the hedge funds exit their position, which drops the price and cause a lot of selling pressure. Another stock we're going to talk to you about. No, we're going to keep talking about Ether for now. But Bitcoin price lowers after Musk tweet. I mean, we know this guy controls cryptocurrency with his voice alone. When you got this much money, it is not about money anymore. It's just about the power, what you can control. And as you can see, Elon Musk controls a lot. When you can control a global market, such as cryptocurrency, you are more powerful than people think. Okay, now we're going to take a look here at the 1 minute chart. Check the 1 minute chart out. We're looking at the 1 minute, guys, and it is not looking too good. I don't see any momentum that can push this thing forward. And I do believe that Ether will continue a path, spiral down even more, at least 20% and decrease in price. At least 20%, guys, before the day is over with, before we get another candle on the daily. Now, if we shoot over to Bitcoin, the granddaddy of them all, we shoot over here to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is following the same pattern, but it is starting to bounce back a small tad bit. We've seen Bitcoin down as much as 11% today. Now it's down only 7%, which is incredible. Bitcoin, it does has more stability than the other cryptocurrencies, but I do believe Bitcoin will continue a path downward as well. If Bitcoin hits 35,000 and lower, that's when Bitcoin selling pressure will swing into buying pressure. And expect to see a major swing back to the 40s, 42, 43 range. Okay. Now, do I expect to see more money of cryptocurrency pour into the markets Monday? Yes, I do. And the stock that I do, these stocks that I'm going to show you, I do strongly believe they will be affected in a good way tomorrow. First, we're going to talk about AMC Entertainment. I do strongly feel that a good percentage of this cryptocurrency money that is leaving that market will be finding its way into a AMC portfolio, guys. A lot of people are going to be buying AMC Monday morning, preferably pre-market. Expect to see a swing there. And if we look here at the support and resistance, AMC has broken that resistance. AMC has broken out its resistance the last trading day. Now, a lot of people have been asking me the question, is AMC undergoing a short squeeze? Yes, AMC is undergoing a short squeeze. Plain and simple. It is official and it is right in our face. We can prove that just by looking at the order flow distribution. Just by looking at the order flow distribution, you can tell that we're in a short squeeze. Let me explain this to you guys. And if you want other people to hear this information, can you please share the link? Let me see if I got any messages from any guys. Yeah, SOS. I'm going to talk about SOS soon, right after this, guys, and Nano. Nano dimensions. Okay, guys. Now, the reason why we know AMC is undergoing a short squeeze is because if we look here at this order flow distribution, okay, look at the inflow and look at the outflow. Look at the large scale and look at the large scale on the outflow. Now, the large scale matters the most here, and it wins, as well as the medium and small on the inflow. Now, explain to me, how does, let's drop this down. Let's go over to this minute chart. How do we go from 1433 and come as low as 1257? Now, this is what you guys have to do when you're trading on Weevil. I only trade on Weevil, so I only can tell you how I see these things coming. Okay, so first things first, you got to keep your eye on that volume. Really, when you're seeing a increase in price here, when you're undergoing a short squeeze, so you can see these things have a mega short letter attacks in the form of bull traps, which we seen this happen when GME hit that 550 in the pre-market, and the next 2 days they hammered us at the end of the bell. So do I think that is going to happen Monday here in AMC? I think the smoke is going to clear in AMC, and it will hold its gains. Now, the true question is, how much will AMC show its head above water? Now, that is right now I can't tell you guys, but if you check out my live, I will be going live Monday pre-market, watching AMC as well as GME, OCG, and a few other stocks that is word on the street is that Wall Street Bets is pushing these stocks. So I'm going to keep you guys updated on those order flow distributions as well as the volume, so you guys can see how I do it myself. But yeah, man, I think AMC is going to keep its gains Monday. Another stock that people want me to talk about is, man, save ourselves if we invest in this stock, SOS Limited, which is a mining company, not just any mining company, one of the largest mining companies. And not only that, it is a Chinese-based mining company that is real. Let me throw that out there. We know this stock, we know this company is real. SOS is a Chinese-based company, and we know the Biden administration is finna rain hell on these taxes on the cryptocurrency gains. So by this being a Chinese-based company, they do not have to pay those taxes. In case you did not hear that, in case you did not know that, now you know. Now, if we look here at this daily chart, don't got to look at the financials. I know them like the back of my hand here. Now, guys, I put this line here. I wanted to say probably like a month ago. And I said if SOS actually ever hits below this line, I will continue. I will buy more shares. But I didn't get around to that, and it kind of worked out in my favor, because if I would have bought directly under that line, I would not have an opportunity to get these shares at this lovely price. SOS went down under $3. How incredible is that, far as us long-term investors that loves these dips, so we can count our chips? You know we like to see that. If we look here at the order flow distribution of the last trading day, let's go to the analyst order flow. Okay, same thing here. But SOS has been green one day, red the next. SOS has been looking like a good stock to swing trade and day trade. That is like the only investors that is winning right now, guys. Us long-term investors is not seeing any type of upside right now. We see upside tomorrow, and it's gone the next day. The next day we even down even more. 2 to 3 days later, we finally see a green day. It's like, up and down, guys. The only people that is winning is you day traders and the government. The government that is going to be getting those capital gain tax off you guys. I know it hurts. I know it hurts. You take the risk and they just benefit from it, man. But it's cool. But if we look here at this 1 minute, the 1 minute chart is not looking too appealing to me here in SOS from the last trading day. What we really need to do here in SOS is pick up the volume, guys. That is one thing that SOS is lacking, volume. We haven't been seeing the volume that we usually see here on those bull run days, guys. And another thing everyone wants to know about the short interest here in SOS. Okay, they didn't update it. That's crazy. But yeah, they should have it updated Monday morning, guys. So I'm excited to see that short interest chart and the days to cover behind it. But if we go on over to what's the next stock? You guys wanted me to talk about Nano. Let's look at Nano. Okay, guys, Nano Dimensions. I know you guys love the stock. I know you love this stock. Now, looking good on the 1 minute. Yeah, I like that chart. Now, skip over to the 1 day range. And now, okay, so this chart to me, just looking at the chart, we'll get into the financials after this, but I wanted to look at this chart because this chart is looking very, very good. If you look at this RSI, when it peaked over the RSI, it peaked over the RSI, baby. Look at that 78. We hit 170 for quite some time. But the only concern I have for Nano Dimensions. Now, if you hold this stock, the only concern I have here, guys, is the news that's been coming out about Nano, the legal things that's being said around Nano. That's nothing to worry about, man. I really don't think that will affect the stock in the long term, but short term, I am worried about that. Now, if we look here at the order flow distribution of last trading day, it was quite interesting. It's quite interesting here due to the fact that we seen zero, and when I say zero, zero movement on the large scales from both parties, out in inflow. And to see anything that goes over 10% most of the time, I won't say every time, but 95% of the time, it was due to large movement in the in or outflow. So Nano Dimensions, if we look here at the daily, looking here at the daily, shoot over here at the daily. And yeah, guys, like these stocks like this, tomorrow will tell the tale what type of market they are in. Because lately, stocks like this, our favorite stocks, because our favorite stocks have been trading lower and lower every day. We know these things are undervalued. So if you're a smart investor, do not take it as a bad thing. You might see a red, 2, 3 red weeks, but if you look back in the month of September to December, no, October to December last year, guys, we were in a full-fledged bull market. Now, if you wasn't around during that time, and you're just now getting in the market and you're steady seeing losses every day, the best thing you should do is get into a dividend stock, a blue cap dividend stock. That is more safe than playing the markets like you are a professional, because right now, guys, the type of market we've seen, it is not investing. We do not call what we're seeing on these daily charts. Hold on, let me go to what we see in the market as a whole isn't investing. Look here at the pre-market top gainers from Friday was BioLace, right? Now, if we look at what BioLace been going through, it wasn't no good news out on BioLace. Wasn't no good news. Nothing at all. Nothing at all, and BioLace still seeing a nice price increase. Another thing I wanted to show you guys is these offerings that's happening right now. As far as my favorite stocks, nothing has came out, but AT&T just dropped some news 9 minutes ago. I'm gonna read this article out to you guys. See what AT&T is talking about for you AT&T shareholders. AT&T in advanced talks to merge Warner Media with Disney, deal expected as soon as Monday. Hold on, guys. Did you hear anything about this? Did you guys hear anything about this? Because I must have been living under a rock. AT&T is in advanced talks to merge Warner Media with Discovery in a deal that will strengthen the combined company against rival media giants Netflix and Disney, according to people familiar with that matter. So AT&T is trying to get in the streaming world. Do you guys think streaming is still a buy? I really don't think streaming is a buy. I mean, where I'm at, the mask things is over with. No one is wearing masks anymore. More people is going out to the movies. I'm starting to see the movie theater uh, parking lot packed now. It's getting crazy. So I don't think streaming is a buy just yet. Now, for the after hours, let's look at these after hours gainers from Friday. See if we can find any bull runs to be expected. Monday's trading day. So the only thing, check those market caps out. China JoJo sounds like a China no-no. Never heard of it. Doesn't sound appealing to me. 38.41 million market cap with a name China JoJo. No, 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 you won't get me. Another thing, let's look at. I don't really see anything. It's Plby. I mean, let's check those guys out. I did not look at them during the trading day at all. So I gotta brush myself up from the last trading day, guys. And if you guys watching, can you please share out that link? Okay, we talked about Nano. One of the subscribers want to see Eglx. Okay, I'm about to do that next. TRX. Okay, I got you guys. Back at it. Okay, looking here at Plby. Now I'm just looking at this stock to see if I can find a bull flag for tomorrow. And we're not gonna look here at that. We don't care what the analysts have to say if we're going off our opinions. Okay, now we're looking at that large scale. Man. Uh-oh. That large scale? Man. One word, bullish. Monday's bullish. And the aftermarket, it was up 17%. Now, guys, if you're watching this, mark my words. I wouldn't buy it, but this thing is going to see more gains in the pre-market Monday. Pre-market Monday, it will see more gains, but I don't know. I cannot for sure this thing is going to run during the trading day. That pre-market run might cause selling pressure. That's one thing you got to worry about. I mean, when you're investing, the charts is only 10% of what actually goes on. Now, a chart doesn't make a guy buy or sell. You know what makes a guy buy or sell? His mental, his emotions makes him buy or sell. Unless you're talking to a real investor that do not trade off emotions. Another thing I wanted to point out to you guys about this particular stock on the last trading day is, let's look at the, I pushed the wrong button, sorry guys. Short interest, I'm going to look at the short interest, see what's going on here. It is coming down on the short interest, so it's a lighter battle for Monday. But yeah, PLBY will see more gains pre-market. Okay, what else I need to talk about? SOSE GLX. GLX. Now, looking at this, I don't know anything about it, so let me skip over to the financials. Balance sheet. Looks good. Looks damn good. Looking at that debt to asset, it's perfect. It gets lower. The last two quarters, it got lower. The total liabilities got lower, and the total assets got higher. So this company is achieving its goals. Not only that, it has a good balance sheet, which tells me it's fundamentally sound. Now let's skip over to this analyst. What the analysts have to tell me about it. The experts. Okay, the experts are telling me, I wouldn't even call them experts. The low is 949, and we're sitting at 639. We have room to run, $3.10 before we even hit that low price target. We hit the low before. Let me see if it hits the low before. Let's go to this weekly. This will be easier. What? Nah. Nah. This thing just had its off. This week it hit its high. Yeah, man. I mean, if you're in the stock already, I would average down. No, I wouldn't average down just yet. If you're in stock, don't even touch it anymore. If you're trying to get into stock, I wouldn't touch it until see what happens Monday. If it drops more, it's a buy. If it continue to rise, leave this thing alone. Because it's up and down too much. And let's check out the news on this stock. Wasn't any good news. It was the good news 3 days ago, and the stock still fell. Not a buy in my opinion. Looking at order flow distribution, not a buy in my opinion. Now, what you guys think? Another stock I want to talk to you guys about.